Hi beautiful people, thank you for tuning in. My name is Lucy and today we are going to make different kind of pancakes and we are having different kind of Nutella. So let me tell you what am I talking about. Here it is. This is a different kind of sort of healthy Nutella. So this is completely random. I came across it accidentally on Instagram, and you can really do whatever you like with it. So basically this is made from cooked chickpea. I added some coconut chips. You can use any kind of sweetener you like. I think maple syrup would go very well with it. In my case, I put lilac infused honey in it, a pinch of salt for taste. You can use any vegan milk alternative, and in my case I use hazelnut milk. However, if you can take any kind of nuts, you've got a nut allergy, maybe you can try oat milk instead or whatever works for you. So this is really versatile recipe, and I use a bit of psyllium husk to, keep it nicely together, this mixture. And I just blend it together and put it in the fridge, and that's it. And basically last time when I came across this recipe, I didn't have any chickpeas at home and I didn't want to go for shopping. So what I did, I actually had butternut beans instead. So last time I used butternut beans instead, and of course, sorry, I forgot, you are thinking, and how did you get the brown color? So you can either use coconut powder. In my case, I don't use coconut powder because I suffer from migraine. So in my case, I use carob powder instead, but you can combine both of them, whatever works for you. So you can really tailor it to your needs, whether you can take nuts or whether you can take coconut or whatever. Just do your own version. And let me tell you, this is so awesome, honestly. If you are really craving sort of a healthy Nutella spread, this is your option. And I really need to make the pancake quickly because yesterday I was just eating it like that and I was thinking I will have actually nothing left. So let me tell you what sort of pancakes I'm gonna make, and this is also some inspiration from Instagram. And let me tell you what the original recipe is from the Instagram, because if you are like me, you see some recipe and you are thinking, actually, let me do it my way, let me try it. So I tell you the original and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. So you've got 5 tablespoons of raw quinoa, and I soak it overnight. And the original one was with white one, but I really bought like a nice colorful one. Then we've got 3 tablespoons of oat flakes. In my case, I don't have any oat flakes left, so I will have buckwheat flakes instead. In the morning I used my millet flakes, so you can really do whatever. And then they are using 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. I don't have pumpkin seeds, and in case they are not your favorite one, I actually soak it with some sunflower seeds, so I've got little bits here. And then they are using around 250 milliliters of water. It really depends how thick the dough will be when you mix it, so you will need to see. And half of tablespoon of baking powder, and that's it. So in my case, I really like the psyllium husk because it keeps you nice consistency, so it's not so runny. So I think I'm gonna put a bit of psyllium husk as well. And the result, I don't know, but I love creating stuff, so let's see. I've got my quinoa in, then I've got the flakes in, psyllium husk, and I'm gonna add some water, but I will keep adding this slowly, so making sure I've got a nice dough. And once it's mixed, I will put the baking powder in it and let it sit for sort of 5 minutes, and then ready for frying. And that's it, our dough is ready. So I let it sit for 5 minutes. I just put the baking powder in, and let's see. And here we are, frying time. And here we are. It's such a high protein mix. So we've got the quinoa and we've got the chickpea in the spread, and I put some coconut chips on the top. I had some fresh figs, but unfortunately I ate them in the morning, so it would be nice on the top. And I made some variations. I made little ones, I made the big ones, so if you are not into sweet, you can also make some savory version instead. So I'm gonna dive straight in. And it's just amazing. You can feel the typical quinoa nutty flavor, which is really nice, and the spread is just amazing. So I'm gonna leave it there. I will leave you the original recipes in the description, but also I will let you know what I did, so you can do whatever you like to do. And let me know in the comments below what version did you go for, what did you put on it, what do you think. And for me, I will definitely do it again because it was so easy. I didn't have to cook anything. I literally blend everything in the blender and just fry it, and that's it. All you need the time for soaking. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe now, leave me some comments, spread some love, share with your friends and family. Thanks so much for watching. From my heart to your heart. Bye until next time.